Well, they'll be calling you a radical back on this. You know, if somebody would just take these videos that I've done on this subject, put them together and make one video. I mean, I always thought somebody would come along and do that. So, this is such a giant fucking story. So, I found the video, the original video that was shot massive, massive die-up. I mean, just thousands and thousands and thousands of sea, all the way from seals to sea stars to octopus, and it's on Radio Free Europe. And it's a great piece. They put it out 5 days ago. And it's a freelance piece of footage that was shot. And you can hear the guy that shot it. And I don't speak Russian, but I understand what his first words were. I think Radio Free Europe tried to crop it out, but they didn't crop far enough. His first words are Fukushima. His first words are Fukushima. So, anyway, the footage is stunning. So, they go on and they interview. Of course, they're not going to say he's talking radiation. You know, it wasn't the fuel. The Minister of Environment, which you can't trust, of course not even here. And by the way, Thompson, the legendary surfer at Laguna, who, we all, died of throat cancer this week. I mean, think about that. Him and Eddie, same time, same age, throat cancer. Well, the legendary surfer. This is important. So the Minister of the Environment is standing there, they interview him. And he says, it's obvious somebody's cleaning up this beach. We're going to find out and they're going to be punished. I'm like, oh, sure they will. So, who would be cleaning up the beach? The Nuclear Energy Crime Center? Oh, they did it at California, in Oregon, and Washington. When I'm walking the coast of California, I was dying of cancer, and I walked the entire coast. 4 o'clock in the morning, I was sleeping on the beach in my sleeping bag. 4 o'clock in the morning, it was a military operation would come in. Helicopters, military personnel, trucks, equipment, everything. People. And clean up the Fukushima debris. I would try to video it. Back then, I didn't have much for cameras and whatever, but then they would put these radiation detections up under the edges. I talked to them, They said, you can't video this. And I tried to put one video up on the radiation tank, and it immediately went down. So I remember I'm in the Central Coast in 2015. I'm above Gorda, and I tipped over my water, and a fish cop come along. And I says, well, and he started talking to me, and I says, well, what about the ocean? Never seen it so healthy. And I looked right down, I said, you need to get the fuck out of your fucking truck. By the way, he's from Laguna, born and raised in Laguna, which is truly one of the most beautiful places on the face of the fucking earth. And so, Shaw's Cove, those videos that I've shot there, all the dead, the travesty, so he says, I do pick up a lot of debris. I said, what about the military operation? Oh, yeah, they're in here picking up. Well, isn't that startling to you? By the time he left, he had one of my Pacific Genocide bumper stickers on his car. So, this is the Minister of the Environment from Moscow. That's a long ways to go there. This is, right next to Fukushima, Japan. So, again, back to the surfers. And then I've watched as many interviews with the surfers as I can. They're out there. They're out there, and they look just like the SoCal kids in the day. They look, the one blonde-haired long guy, he looks just like me. I remember one time, I can't remember where I was, and I had that long blonde hair, and I was in SoCal somewhere, and this girl come up to me, and she says, oh my God, I never seen it. She says, you got to be Russian. No. And so, they all say, we got burns. Our eyes were burning. We were nauseous. We were sick. We got burns. But this Radio Free Europe piece, you can watch it and you tell me. I'll try to tag it in here. I'm having troubles, but first words out of his mouth, Fukushima. That's what it is. The Minister of the Environment says, well, it's obvious somebody's cleaning it up. Hello, who would do that? And that's a lot of animals to clean up, by the way. A lot of dead animals, unless tide came up massively and washed out, but I don't think so. I've watched this. I've done this so much as far as the dead animals on the beach, and, I put up so much footage over the years working those coasts. There's literally thousands of hours of my footage on YouTube. of dead tadpoles, dead animals, dead birds, dead everything washing ashore. Oh, they clean them up in California. In fact, what's her name? There was a person killed just recently in either La Jolla or, no, I think it was up at Oceanside. You know, I sleep on the beach, so I know you got to be extra careful because they come in and they groom all those beaches and they clean those beaches at 4:30 in the morning with big equipment. They'll run right over you, you know. So, again, there's no doubt in mind, and this is the Radio Free Europe, you know, piece, and it's stunning. I mean, just acute. I mean, just bam, everything's dead right now. The first words out of his mouth, the Russian. I don't speak Russian, but I can understand the word Fukushima. So stay tuned.